Miss 4, and today I'm going to be fighting against the FOMO of the new Charlotte Tilbury products. She's just gone out with a glowy stick, a foundation that's sheer, glowing, I'm sure totally fabulous, and then some new cream blushes. And I've been really pulled. I've had to wait to see other people try them. I've had to wait to see, like, what does it look like, the finish. And in the meantime, it started me thinking, I have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products in my collection, some that have not gotten the love and use that they need, and they probably would work for what I'm trying to accomplish and what I want for the new products. That's not saying that I won't eventually pick up the Charlotte products, but in the meantime, I really do have things that need to be used. So anyway, let's fight for the FOMO together. I have for base, there's two products that I have that are in that glowy category. The first is the Healthy Glow, Unisex Healthy Glow, which I really love. The downside to this is it is like the Magic Cream, just a little heavier than I generally like, but I like how it looks, and especially if I powder down where I don't want to be glowy, which is usually the T-zone, because it looks like oil if it's glow. But I do like this product. The other one, and the writing is mostly rubbing off of this, this is the highlighter, and I have this in the shade 5. I got this in shade 5 because this does have, and see the big doe foot, has pigment to it. And what I found was that if I was wanting like a bronzy, glowy look, this was actually better. The others work like a highlighter, but if I wanted something that looked more like a skin tint, bronzy skin tint, that was really kind of what I was going for. So I have shade 5. So whenever the new glow stick came out, the first thing that caused me to pause a wee bit was what shade would I get it in? Because if this is shade 5, if it's like the other ones, if it's too light, it's gonna look more like a highlighter. So I did have that moment of pause. And I feel like probably shade 4 or 5 would be what I would actually get. And I'm actually waiting. Shannon Loves Makeup just did all of the blushes, and she's got the other foundation part coming, and from what she said, I think she got shade 4 and 5, so I'm waiting to see. She's kind of pretty close to my shade match. So this is what the Unisex Healthy Glow looks like at first, and then when you rub it in, it has kind of those color, you'll see in just a minute, you'll be able to watch it, but this is an older product, but I really love it. This is a product I have repurchased. So I'm gonna just brush some of this on. And again, this is what we're looking at. So this is the Unisex Healthy Glow. It does have a fragrancing to it. I probably put on too much, which is generally my problem. But I just want you to be able to see it. So you rub this in like a skincare product. And again, if I would have a lighter hand, it would probably be a little bit better, but somehow I tend to miss that. I forget by the time I use it again that, oh, you could use a little less. But this is really kind of an easy product because it feels like skincare, and you don't have to worry about it staining your hands. You can just rub the back of your hands. So anyway, there's that. So we'll just kind of let it soak in for a minute. I do have sunscreen on today. I have the Supergroup Unseen sunscreen. So we did sunscreen. Okay, so we'll wait just a second for that, and I'll talk to you about the items in my collection that we're going to be using. So, two of the things that I pulled out, these are both in a not really usually talked about formulation. They're in a stick form. This is Formentara, These were all about the islands. So that's the color there. And then I have Salinas of these formulations, both in the stick. My hands are from the Unisex Healthy Glow. Okay, that may not work. Today's just it's going that way. It's one of those days where it's like I'm filming later. It's a holiday today. It's Juneteenth in the US, which is a great holiday, and I'm super happy that they finally. So Salinas is more of a blushy color. Okay, so there's that. And then I have, this is the one that looks like a smoker's, like a bag of cigarettes. Has the eye wand, the easy lip and cheek wand, and then the easy highlighter wand. So highlighter for this, and I don't remember exactly which one I got of this, but you can buy these individually. Okay, but warning, if your hands are all slippery from foundation, it's hard to get these out. Okay, so this is the highlighter. There, all of these, there were only 2 colors of highlighters, and depending on which one, you'd get one highlighter color or the other. So that's the highlighter. This is the cheek color, and it says on the bottom of them, Golden Glow. Okay, so this is Golden Glow. And then the eye wand. And this one is the hardest to get out, is the eye wand. This is a problem with me with this system, and they don't have caps on them, so it's hard. It's just difficult. Okay, so, but I like the formulas. So this is the eye wand, golden something or other. Golden something or other. It's kind of a bronzy shimmery. Okay, so I already have these things. And I've been experimenting with cheek colors. I just picked up the Westman Atelier and Petal in the mini. And so most of the time I've been looking for things that have more of a matte finish, because that's what I prefer generally. But the Charlotte's, her formulas with the shine to them actually are one of the few products that don't overshine. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply and I'm trying to find my brush for it. Ah, here it is. Okay, this is the Yenza, the bronzer brush. So I want to do the Formentara. So this guy right here, as more of a chiseling sort of an item. I do have the cream bronzer for Charlotte, but I use that a lot. So, okay, that's gonna sound weird. I use that a lot, so I'm not gonna use it right now. So we're gonna use these other more colorful ones, because what I'm really trying to combat is that blush desire. So we're just gonna put a little bit more like a bronzy blush. So hopefully this will scratch all of the itches. The new formulas do have, one of the blushes is more of a beigey that could be used for the same kind of thing. A bronzery blushy. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of more of a sculpting color. And I think really what I'm trying to do is encourage myself and others to use the things in their collection. Now this other color is pretty bright, so maybe, do I want to use the one in the cigarette pouch? No, let's go ahead and use this one on the cheeks. We're going all in. So using the same brush. And I think what I want to do is just take it in a little bit into the eye area. Just a little. So these are all more shimmery sort of a formula. Again, if I'm trying to establish that shimmery, glowy for summer kind of look. And I'm running into, again, this, my cheek right there tends to pick up more product. So it's a little different trying to get it to blend out than this other side. Because we all remember both sides of your face are not the same. Both how they're put together structurally, how they're the skin is, etc., etc. Most people are not symmetrical. Very few people are completely symmetrical. Okay. So that's both of these formulations that I already have from Charlotte. And then let's go into, let's take this other blush. I'm just gonna layer. And this one I'm just applying directly. Slightly different formula, feeling at least. The other ones feel a little bit more slippery. This feels a little bit more firm. And again, if you don't want to deal with the cigarette packaging, you can just get these individually. Okay, so yeah, that definitely feels different on the skin. That feels a little firmer. Even though they're both technically stick, sort of. And it feels like these are a little more emollient. But I mean, we're gonna powder down all of it anyway. But I just want to wait till I'm done with things. And then the highlighter. And this is actually a very nice cream highlighter. I do enjoy this. Probably my favorite cream highlighter has been some of the Super Shock ones. And then I did enjoy the Danessa Myricks, the lowlighters that just came out. And Danessa Myricks also had a liquid highlighter with a little doe foot that I enjoyed. And then I think this Iconic London also has a nice cream, like a cream to powder highlighter. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take this is the bronzy colored stick. I'm gonna apply that towards the outer of my eye, go under a little bit. And technically you could use this on the cheek as well if you wanted. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in with the highlighter. So with these, I like the formulation. I wish that the packaging was different as far as that goes. Okay, just a little blend. Okay. And I'll just click those back into their packaging, and that way they don't fall out, and you can close the cigarette compact. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of, let's do mascara, because we're doing that kind of beachy, and then I'll add some powder. So I'm pretty glowy right now. Just so my face isn't tacky, and so I don't feel like the T-zone is oily, I'll definitely want to powder down. Most everything I like to powder. Okay, so just a little bit of mascara. This is a Too Faced Better Than Sex, as per usual. So let's see. Right now, using the Lawless powder. If we wanted, we could use the Charlotte, but this one has just a little bit more coverage. You know that word, coverage. So I'm just tapping this on, so I'm not really trying to swirl to move things, swirling in the compact and then tapping onto the face. And I'm gonna set this just a wee bit, and this just a wee bit. Making sure I get the side of my nose and my mustache. And then, okay, so when you powder down, and it's still a little bit glowy, but you kind of really knocked into that super shiny look. Okay, for the lips, Supersize Me by Miss Charlotte, also one of the lip cheats. If you haven't seen the color of this, okay, it's right there in the middle. And I filled in a little bit here and here, and I'll fill in there. And I want to use the Icon Baby because it feels very, more of like the 70s beachy rather than a modern beachy. But here it is. And it's more of the pink formula. Well, it is the pink formula from the pink series that she just came out with. Which were more peachy bronzy here. But I'm just kind of wanting to wear it. But as you can see, it definitely goes the other direction. So maybe, most of the time I like to pull out my one that's limited edition. So I like the Supersize Me. Let's try go back to the Formentara, the bronzery looking one. If I can open it again. Slick hands. Okay. do a little bit of that. Let's take my ring finger. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. I still feel like I'm missing the color. So let's go in the other one, the Salinas. I technically have the lip plumper too, that could be a thing. So let me, this is my handy dandy vintage cosmetic company towel. Would recommend. Okay, so let's Salinas. Let's see. And again, getting things open after having so this is okay, so that's a little more cohesive maybe. I'm still missing something. I feel like I'm missing the glossy part. So let's grab one of the lip plumpers. It's going to be in the deep to dark version. You just pull it out of the collection. Again, I smoke cigarettes packaging. The rest of it looks so nice, and then I'm like, and I got the cigarette out of my mouth. At least I imagine that's what it would sound like. I've been spending hours in the sun baking in coconut oil, and got my Marlboro Reds, going to the disco. My only complaint about this is that the doe foot, it gets a lot of product out. Okay. So I think that's what I was missing. This feels a little more, because it's glossy, it feels a little more, I'm coming to hate the word juicy. It's a context for makeup, but it does feel a little bit more that way, more glossy, more like playful. I'm going to the beachy kind of look. And it's very hydrating, maybe just a little too, again, maybe a little too pink for the look, but I think we're gonna stop here. Let's put our spectacles on and take a look. Okay, there we go. So not bad, not bad. Getting to play in things helps me combat that FOMO, so I'm not like rushing out, and it's really hard. That whole not pushing the button, getting all the nice neurochemicals of pushing the button and getting the thing. But I do have lots of stuff here at home to play with in the meantime, and if I'm not just thrilled at the look, which I actually am, I do like this look, at least I got to play in my makeup and things I know I have, and to be able to go through and go, okay, am I finding what I need, what I want to play with the things that I have, or is there really a space in my collection for something new from Charlotte that I would like? So anyway, this is M is 4. We're just combating the FOMO together. So see what you've got in your collection, see if these new things are actually useful, appealing, whatever, and let me know. And we'll see how I go. If I get a blush, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be a surprise for both of us. So anyway, hope you're doing well, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.